Menak is the pet name we give to the museum. You are all very, very welcome in this special day. And we are celebrating a very unique date in the history of Portugal. And I don't want to lie to you, so I've brought some images. We have now, today, 17,531 days of freedom. Now, most of you are foreigners. I don't know if you're aware of what I'm implying. None of you would be here if you were not living in democracy. None of you. So this is a very, very special moment. It's the time when we finally had more days of freedom than days of dictatorship. Did you hear that? We had more than 17,000 days of dictatorship. And I repeat, you are all very welcome. This is now your home. And this is a home that belongs to all of you as much as it belongs to me. And we can speak, we can gather. Gatherings were not allowed during the dictatorship. Speeches, you had to be very careful. Now, this is a special moment, I repeat. Regarding the paintings, these blue paintings that you see out there, they're watercolors. Yes, wow, thank you so much. I've decided to prove that watercolor can be dramatic. It doesn't have to be wishy-washy. It doesn't have to be faded. You don't have to dilute with too much water, you know. And the paintings on the wall, they are studies. The real paintings are being born inside the lab. This is our lab, where you go and get your drinks, you know. This is the place where the larger pieces are being born. It's like the womb of the artistic residencies in the museum. The larger paintings will be ready for the opening of the exhibition that I would like you all to write down now in your calendar. If you have a phone, who doesn't? Please write down the date. On the 28th of July at 7 p.m., 19 hours, okay? An evening thing. It's going to be the opening of the exhibition. And it will be on during the summer. I would like to see every single one of you in the opening as well. Last but not least, we have a very important announcement. Irina, she's been organizing the most amazing activities to help Ukrainian refugees. And please write it down. On the 28th of this month, do you know where is the Ancient Art Museum? Museu Nacional de Arte Antiga, okay, in Alcântara. I would like you all, on the 28th of this month, also at 7 p.m. You don't need to remember the time, it's always at 7. Except today. Also at 7 p.m. there is going to be an auction for the Ukrainian refugees. A lot of artworks will be donated for auction. I will have the triptych. I'm going to speak briefly about this triptych in a second. But it's going to be in a place called An Obvious Lab. And it's on Rua das Janelas Verdes, 128C. Okay, let's all be there and let's all support this cause. This triptych was my homage to the Portuguese Michelangelo, as I like to call him. Soares dos Reis, an artist that has been much neglected. like most academic artists of the 19th century and early 20th century. Soares dos Reis, I consider him to be, at least he's my Portuguese Michelangelo. He died very young, he committed suicide. And that marvelous sculpture, the last one, the very last one, you see the first when you enter the museum, it's called The Exiled. And The Exiled by Soares dos Reis is very appropriate to this moment of helping the Ukrainian refugees. They're exiled as well. Actually, up to a point. Maybe some of us have been exiled in different parts of our life. I don't know your individual stories, but I am sure there are a few exiled people in here. You are all very welcome. To conclude, this triptych is also going for auction, but many more artists will be there, so I expect you all to be here. Last but not least, the National Museum of Contemporary Art is arguably, I don't have an evidence for this claim, so don't misquote me. Actually do misquote me. Or do quote my misquote. It might be the first museum in the world, the first national museum in the world that was dedicated to the contemporary arts. I'll repeat. You might be in the very first museum, state museum, that was ever created for contemporary artists. It was created in 1911. It's a very old institution. And the National Museum of Contemporary Art needs and wants and asks every single one of you to collaborate with this century-old institution. If you want to become friends, please do it. If you want just to be patrons, you're very welcome. If you are in positions of being able to offer some gifts like computers, etc., go for it, because the museum will thank you as well. But I think I am speaking already too much. Thank you so much for being here today. And it's always hard to say goodbye. I don't know how to complete this speech. I don't want to say goodbye. I want to say until soon, because we're all meeting at the show in July, correct? And we're all meeting at the auction. But I'll see you in a few minutes as I mingle with you and I join the party. Thank you so much, everyone.